Hi, I'm Petar and this is PetarSmiljana Qigong. In today's video I will talk about paradoxical universe and our need to change the perception from rational and expectation oriented towards experiential and intuitive. What we simply can't understand is that nature isn't something that can be only classified, defined and therefore predetermined. Its way, or Tao, is unpredictable and oftentimes shows us paradoxical things which simply tell us that we need to be open for new experiences and learning, no matter how old, wise or experienced we are. Just when you think you are ready to move to the next level, this new level shows, but not in a way you have anticipated, but in a completely different fashion. Does that mean you are not ready? You are not wise enough to continue on your path, your life journey towards Tao? I don't think so. Universe is full of paradoxes. Only because we expect it to be like something, it doesn't have to be that way. It turns out that life is completely different, not even the opposite from what we have expected, according to the knowledge, experience of ancestors or just our plans. Universe changes, moves and grows, and so should you. This change is supposed to be something that we wouldn't need to talk about, but we do. Taoists base their fundamental work on change. It is named the Book of Change, and for me almost everything interesting about Chinese is based upon it. Change is the path, it is the way. In no means it is only spiritual, but also creational, physical and others. We change in order to experience. But so does the universe, nature, our microcosmic surroundings. It is in our nature to relate to other beings and things in order to say that we live and experience. When you go beyond a daily perception of action and reaction and start to plan ahead, you build a strategy and you get self-confident about your approach towards life. And you think only because you have succeeded to plan ahead a few times, this is the right thing to do. However, you might be wrong. Even though it might seem that you have everything under control, you might be missing the point. Life might prove that you are wrong by showing you how shallow was your understanding about life. When everything seems just fine and your autopilot in mind works for you and you have lulled yourself, something happens. Shock, wave from nowhere. It is the work of Tao. It is the yin changing into yang. So now I can ask you again, or you better ask yourself, do you think you have grasped everything? Every time you become very yin and you stop moving, something in nature will move. One will balance the other. You're one part of the bigger whole. If you become yang, something will happen to balance that. You might eat some dandelion in a salad, which you have picked from the meadow. The natural substances that are inside the green vegetables will nourish your brain, nerves, blood, your soul, with vitamins, minerals, enzymes and photons of light. Everything in the living food which is raw, fresh and as wild as possible, if it is possible, is about life. It supports life inside us and brings the best out of us. When you think you have grasped everything and that you know everything, your partner might present you with different opinion that you have expected. Kind of like doing the move that wasn't expected, punch or kick that wasn't on the menu during the sparring, and everything was done in relaxed and predetermined fashion. He or she might shock you. You might become wave again. Because of this experience, you become emotional and less rational, less all-knowing again. Less is more, some say. Less you know, the more you accept. The more you accept, the more is your cup empty. You are ready to learn. To learn is to experience and move. Spirits might get awakened again. Phoenix and dragon might rise. Does these moments happen purposely by the living conscious universe playing with us? I don't know. However, I know that nature is responding to nature, as yin to yang. Do you think that only we humans have consciousness and awareness? Or that your mind stops on the level of animals at the higher hierarchy? You see, all in the universe has consciousness and everything is aware. The difference is that we can express it better, and maybe we have some other capabilities that the same consciousness that fills us in other forms doesn't have, but have others though. Yin and yang are in constant movement in the change that is happening while we experience, live and dance. We are the dancers. While we do the Qigong or some form like Tai Chi Chuan, if you could remember the joy of playing with your partner the game of your liking, or if you would remember the feelings and moments of your dance with your lover, you might see yourself as a lover when you connect to other forms in this space-time. You relate, you embrace, you play and dance with them. You relate in order to feel, experience and get surprised by the universe's response. We humans tend to overthink, overanalyze and rationalize. We dissect and divide, but every time we do so, we get one step from connection, hug, harmonious relationship with the universe and our surroundings. I believe that the environments where we live will always hold the balancing and harmonizing elements for us. You only need to start looking at your environment from the connective perspective, not from divisive. Being more acceptive and less resistant, more like water and less like metal, more listening and less talking. When you think you are ready to move on, be ready, don't be smart. Be high, but don't look on others too low. Be empty, but don't forget about virtues. Those qualities that you have developed with your daily practice, such as meditation and daily Qigong, will sure shift you forward where you want to go. But will this shift be like you have planned? I doubt it. Will it be like you have imagined? Maybe. Probably even better. I know that some of you might hear in planning and imagining words same thing. However, one is of our rational behavior and the other is of creative nature. The other is not only welcome but appreciated, since it represents the feeling part of our nature and it might fall into a category of expression. The first one only determines and there its reality stops. Therefore, since we know the universe is conscious, vibrational and undetermined, shouldn't we be more like universe? After all, we are made by universe and from universe. Feel the vibration of your surroundings and acknowledge it. Don't rationalize, don't try to determine it. Feel it. You will get to know yourself much more and consequently accept others. You will become more vibrant as you will let others reach towards you. When you open yourself this way, you will know what connects us all. May the Chi be with you. Bye.